You've probably met someone who spends nearly an hour just choosing a pen that feels right. Someone who rewrites an email 17 times because it still doesn't look perfect. Someone who arranges their drawers by color, season, and emotional temperature. At first, it seems funny. But to them, every tiny detail feels like a make or break moment. They're not trying to frustrate anyone, they're trying to prevent a disaster that exists only in their mind. And that's just one of many personality types we deal with every day. The interesting part is this: none of these behaviors are random. Every flaw, every odd reaction, every confusing habit has a psychological reason behind it. Once you understand that reason, you don't just feel less annoyed, you suddenly know how to talk to them, work with them, and calm them down. Take the perfectionist. They don't stop at good enough. Everything has to be precise, aligned, correct, and flawlessly executed. To them, mistakes aren't small, they're threats. Even one tiny error can bother them all day. The best way to work with them is simple. Be clear about expectations. Give them deadlines. And when something is done, tell them clearly, this is enough. Perfectionists need permission to stop. If you don't give it, they'll keep polishing until they burn themselves out. Then you meet the person who never says no. The one who always agrees, always smiles, always goes along, even when it hurts them. They're not overly nice. They're scared of disappointing people, scared of being disliked, scared that having opinions will push others away. The way to help them is direct but gentle. Ask them what they really think. Then be patient. Don't accept whatever you want. Don't move on too fast. Ask again. Give them space to form their own preference. They don't need pressure, they need a safe environment to learn how to be honest. And then, there are the drama magnets. Every story they tell feels like an episode of a soap opera. Coffee slightly too hot becomes a catastrophe. Traffic becomes a cosmic attack. A small inconvenience becomes a crisis with background music. They're not exaggerating to annoy you. They simply want to be heard. They want their emotions to matter. So don't rush to fix things. Don't throw solutions at them. Just listen, nod, let them vent. Once their feelings are validated, the intensity naturally melts away. There's also the person who needs to control everything: the route you drive, the way you wash dishes, the exact temperature of the room. They're not trying to dominate you. They're terrified of chaos. They believe that if they don't manage every detail, everything will fall apart. The trick here is balance. Let them control the little things that don't matter. But with important things, set firm boundaries. Give them stability without letting them take over your entire world. Then we have the last-minute sprinter, the person who waits until the very last second to do anything, but somehow finishes right on time. You watch them and feel stressed for them. But they're not lazy. Their brain only switches to full focus mode under pressure. If you're working with them, don't fight their nature. Create earlier fake deadlines. Break tasks into chunks with mini cutoffs. Let their adrenaline work for them. If you force them to start early, they'll procrastinate even more. There's the overthinker, too. The one who replays conversations from years ago, analyzing every pause, every word, every emoji. Their mind feels like a computer with 47 tabs open, none of which can be closed. They don't want to drown you in questions. They're trying to predict every possible scenario so nothing catches them off guard. But that never works. When they start spiraling, don't say, "Stop worrying." Give them facts. Give them clarity. Pull them out of feelings and back into reality. They don't need comfort as much as they need certainty. Then we meet the pessimist. They see danger in sunshine and disaster in a cloudy day. They plan for every worst-case scenario, suggest a fun trip, and they'll list 17 ways it could go wrong. They're not trying to ruin your mood. They're protecting themselves and you from disappointment. Don't push them to be positive. Just acknowledge their concerns and keep going. They only need to know you heard them. On the opposite end is the optimist. The one who believes everything will work out beautifully, even when logic says otherwise. They're full of hope, full of bright energy, full of belief in possibilities. It's refreshing, until it becomes a bit unrealistic. They're not naive, they just rely on positivity as their fuel. Let them dream, but make sure someone, probably you, is packing the practical plan. They bring motivation. You bring grounding. Together, things work. Then there's the person who needs quiet the way others need oxygen. They can be social, charming, funny, but all of it drains their battery fast. Crowds overwhelm them. Small talk exhausts them. Noise feels like pressure. When they disappear for a while, they're not avoiding you. They're recharging. Give them space without taking it personally. They show love by spending their limited social energy on you. And on the other side is the extrovert. They come alive around people. They talk, they share, they laugh loudly, they think out loud. Silence makes them uncomfortable. Alone time feels like punishment. They're not trying to overwhelm anyone, they process life externally. When you need quiet, tell them clearly. They respond well to simple, direct communication. Think of it like guiding an enthusiastic puppy with love and with boundaries. The beautiful thing about all these personalities is this: none of them are wrong. None of them are bad. None of them need to be fixed. Each one exists for a reason. Each one contributes something essential. Perfectionists catch errors others miss. Pessimists see risks others ignore. Optimists keep everyone motivated. Drama magnets bring intensity and emotion. Introverts bring depth. Extroverts bring connection. Overthinkers spot hidden details. Procrastinators perform under pressure. Control freaks keep things organized. People pleasers maintain harmony. Every person is like a different operating system, unique, complicated, and functional in their own way. When you understand this, relationships become easier. You stop trying to force people to behave differently. You stop taking their quirks personally. Instead of fighting their nature, you learn to work with it. You see the logic behind their behavior. You see the fears they're protecting. You see the strengths hidden inside their flaws. If you're still here, think about this for a moment. Which personality in that list feels most familiar? Which one shows up most in your life? And which one might even be you? Pick one person you want to understand better, just one. Then, apply one small change, one new way of responding. You'll be surprised how quickly their behavior changes when they finally feel understood. No one is perfect, but understanding each other makes everything smoother, less conflict, fewer misunderstandings, and much warmer connections. Humans are complicated, but they're not impossible to understand. All you have to do is listen differently. And if you want to keep exploring how people think, feel, and navigate the world in their own unique ways, stick around. There are so many stories hidden inside human psychology, even when someone doesn't say a single word.